Deism in its most basic form is the belief that a singular creator, one God, made Earth and us humans. This creator may or may not still care about us, but whether or not they still care about our species, according to deism, the God has left us to our own deeds. Now, there are some different versions of deism. One is classical deism, and that is basically the early stages of deism and the people that didn't know too much about the earth but still thought there were only one God. So, classical deism. And now we have modern deism. Modern deism is basically a classical deism, but with the scientific knowledge that we have today. Modern deists are trying to prove their knowledge with the scientific knowledge that is available to us. And there's also a variant called pandeism, which we won't be talking about too much today. So, deists believe in a God. Why do they believe in one? Deists believe that you can discern that there is a singular God based on only what we ourselves can observe. So there's a heavy element of reason involved. Most deists don't believe that there are any merit to revelation, as some might call, quote-unquote, spiritual encounters. So that would be basically miracles, like people saying that they've seen a God or they have heard something from a God or an angel for that fact. Okay. They figure that since they have not experienced the encounter for themselves, they can't know for sure if it is true or not. And what is God's purpose? Hang on, I'm going to underline that, and purpose can be blue. Okay. Deists believe that God was the initial cause for, or the first cause. So, the first cause of why we are here. So he was the first cause of anything in the universe. This same God is what we might call a naturalist. So that's another thing I can write down. Naturalist. And that's basically because he created the universe but permits the universe to run itself on natural laws, according to deism. Deists don't believe that there will be salvation. This is because they think that God has left the world and will never come back. However, you will get a variety of answers about what a deist believe about the survival of a human soul. So that's more of a personal thing. Some people hold that souls do exist. And I hid something over here, so let's go ahead and uncover that. Wow, a soul. They survive death, according to some people, so immortal, and in the afterlife are either rewarded or punished by God for their behavior. So they can either be good or they can be bad. Others may believe in reincarnation or resurrection. So a variety of beliefs about survival here. Now, one deist wrote, "How can a universe of mindless matter produce beings with intrinsic ends, self-replication capabilities, and a coded chemistry?" This is a lot of the reason for why they believe there must be a creator. Many trust and research the papers written by past famous believers in deism, like Anthony Flew and Benjamin Franklin. And the man who actually said the thing about the replication capabilities and coded chemistry was Anthony Flew. Fun facts. They put their trust in the creators. They put their trust in the creator for what happens after they die, as it's the creator's decision whether it would be right for an afterlife to exist. The reasoning they trust in is also how they believe they are, quote-unquote, religiously safe. So, they believe that they are religiously safe, as in, they don't think they can go wrong with this religion. For example, one quote from oocities.org says that without reason, Religious leaders often are able to persuade their followers to do horrendous acts in the name of their God. This is why reason is such an important thing for deists. According to this theology, no one can know for certain what exactly happens when you die. It also says that we shouldn't even worry about it. Instead, we should be concerned for the present and future of planet Earth and humanity. They pose the question, do we think so little of nature's God that we don't trust him with our future? Although this is generally true for deists, you will get a very different answer depending on who you ask. But this is more of a personal belief per the individual. Thank you for listening. My name is Jonathan Lane, and these are my sources.